only certainty we have in life. It's something we all have to face at some point. Something we hope that comes when we're old and had a life full of experiences. Even when those who are old die, it feels too early. But when death comes at a young age, we are certain it came too early. Especially when it's a young father, a mother still raising her kids, or a child, your own child. Loss of those we hold dearly, the pain it creates, the wound in your soul that will never fully heal, the scar that will follow you until the end of your days. I am no stranger to the pain of loss, a feeling that fluctuates based on what you experience. Yet I can only imagine the pain the Green family went through, the loss of losing your child at the age of 5. That dragon, cancer. It's hard to be objective about a game like this. It's a personal tale of a man who lost his child. Even though normally I would always be as critical as possible about a game I play, I just can't with this one. As example, I could tell you how the gameplay has flaws in the controls, but somehow it feels the controls are made frustrating for a purpose. It helps you understand the lack of control you can have at life at times. But what's the game about? It's the tale of the lead up to the death of Joel Green, the son of Ryan Green. The game is a homage to his son's memory, showcasing the hardships and emotions he and his wife Amy Green experienced, while also showcasing the joys they shared. The first couple of levels showcase a day in the forest. You walk past and participate in many memories of joy, combined with a beautiful and heartfelt monologue from Ryan, being shown how much Joel was loved by his family. Then the first kick in the stomach comes. You see the child on a hospital bed, while large black growths start to tremble and the music shifts. Here you start to realize that this will be an experience that will last, one that you will remember. One thing this game truly excels at though, is its presentation. Through the use of low polygon models and very simplistic colors, it really gives a minimalistic vibe. In the more joyful scenes, you can clearly see that the saturation has been turned up with a lot of bright effects in that. And when the mood needs to be a little bit more dreary or in some cases just completely depressing, it really shows again in the colors. Also the soundtrack really helps to set the tone. You've been listening to it the whole time and I truly recommend, even if you don't want to play the game, to buy the soundtrack because it's just so good. This music is listenable at every moment, but when used properly in the game, it can really bring out a lot of emotion. As example, during one scene, I just completely cried. I was crying the whole time. During a level, you go in through a whole room, a whole hospital hall, and there are guards everywhere, sickbed cards. And you can open every single one of them, and all of them are for an actual person who either survived or died from cancer. They were all meant for those people, and it was just so beautiful. And it hit a real home there, because I saw stories about grandparents, aunts, even fathers being lost, and that just truly broke me in the moment. It was truly the most beautiful moment I've ever experienced in a game, but also the most emotional. Another level that also really brought out emotion in me was the level where you are together with Joel and he is in the hospital. You hear him crying constantly, and then you hear Ryan Green just talking to himself, how he wants some release, how he's tired, how he wants his son to be released. He even goes up to God, literally prays for a moment of rest. He knows his son is suffering, and he truly wants his son in his life. But you can hear in his voice that he also knows that it is probably better for his son to just go, to be done with the pain and suffering. It's really scenes like that give this game a certain beauty, and a reason why I would recommend it to everyone. If you have never experienced loss, this game will make you understand the feeling of it. And this might sound weird, but if you have ever experienced loss yourself, this game will make you feel less alone. You will feel understood in that. That is the beauty of this game. Another big part of the game is the strain on the relationship between Amy and Ryan Green. Amy herself really becomes more into her religion, and she starts hoping, even expecting a miracle to happen for Joel, that he doesn't die, that he will be healed. Even at the last moment she keeps up hope. And Ryan, he goes into desperation. He wants to have a last moment with his son, but his wife's reaction also makes him slightly depressed, it seems. At least that's the vibe I've gotten from it. And it's also a beautiful level where you are drifting around the water, and there are bottles everywhere with messages in there. Some of them are from Amy herself, written down her struggles and then narrated. It truly shows how much faith she had in a miracle to happen, and how much she wanted Joel to stay in her life. And among them are also the messages from other people. Letters written to the one who they lost. Again, this game has so much beauty in it, and it just excels at showing what people go through in such moments. It was impossible for me to write a genuine review about this game. All I can give you is a recommendation. It was hard to write about because it's a very emotional game, and it makes me kind of emotional, even in my recording. I am literally doing my best not to make my voice crack. But truly, play this game. I fully recommend it. If you do, you will have one of the most beautiful gaming experiences you will ever have. It's the most genuine and honest game I've ever seen, and these people need all the support they can. I'm Duquant, and thanks for watching. Not really a happy end of this one.